When the famine years hit and were driving millions of Irish out of their country, many of them, 95% of them, who left Ireland came across the Atlantic to the United States and to Canada. Some small number also went to Australia. That pattern of migration was not something the Irish chose. They didn't go to a port city, walk up to a steamship or a sailing ship operator and say, I want a ticket too. They wanted out. And the nature of trade, maritime trade in the North Atlantic at this time, was the United States to Liverpool. Liverpool was the principal port on the English side. And it was the port to which we had Boston, Philadelphia, New York, had very close ties. Packet ships were going back and forth all the time. This was one of the heydays of the American maritime trade. So there were lots and lots of ships going back and forth. Ships from America going to Liverpool were carrying raw materials, grain and cotton, stowed down below. When they left Liverpool, they had a lot of empty space because they weren't bringing back raw goods. They were bringing back some manufactured goods, but there was space down below. They wanted to fill the space. How do you fill the space? With people. And so the Irish exodus out of Ireland, across the Irish Sea to Liverpool, which was the normal route to go, because that was the biggest port. And so Liverpool becomes the port of embarkation for these Irish. They come in cheap fares, $5, $10, because these packet ship operators just wanted to fill down below. Some of them were disreputable people, and many of these ships are referred to as coffin brigs. But so many Irish died coming across the Atlantic. And then they arrive in the port cities in Boston, and New York, and Philadelphia. Unlike other immigrants who had arrived before and who will arrive after, they're poor, they're unskilled. Many American immigrants go west, but these are not people with those skills to farm the land out west. They don't have the money to buy plows, horses, mules. And so they stay in the communities into which they have been deposited, into the urban areas along the seaboard. And that's the accumulation. That is where the Irish come to live. And then, of course, become an extraordinary force in nearly every way you can imagine upon the development of urban America.